couple of years ago, we noticed that people were flooding into Europe on rubber boats, and we heard about a lot of different boats capsizing and going down.
Nobody knows that they're crossing, and if an accident happens, nobody knows about it. And until search and rescue teams arrive at the spot, it's too late.
We were already working with drones, and we thought, why can't we use drones to help save lives? We both teach different drones classes at Parsons, the New School for Design. We were already using drones in different projects for monitoring or for filming, and we'd be identifying, oh, that's a taxi, that's a person there. So here's a perfect opportunity to utilize that new technology, come up with new prototypes, and then actually use it to help people.
You give them the exact GPS coordinates, you give them the live feedback, you tell them how many women, men and children are on boat, so they know exactly what's waiting for them before they get there.
Going and speaking with refugees, we learned bringing the drone in and saying, what would you think if this was flying towards you? There was a lot of information that we got from that about thinking like, well, you have to think about, we're concerned that governments are going to try to attack us.
If they're still in Turkish water, they don't want to be seen by no one because they might get deported back to Turkey. But once they cross that line, they want to be seen by someone so they can get to shore in a safe way.
It is constantly kind of a search game to figure out how do you not expose people too much so that they can't get there, but how do you also make sure that you're catching them in time of need.
There are times that search and rescue teams, they get there in 30 minutes or more, depending on where they're located. There's a gap, there's a big gap.
So we can definitely help them in terms of identifying where people are earlier in the process, and then what kind of aid is needed right away when they get there, as opposed to being blindsided for when they get there, not having the certain support that they can provide.
Our goal is to save people's lives because it's 2016 and people are trying to cross the sea with a plastic boat and they die. It doesn't make sense to me.